Welcome. I hope you can all see me. I hope you can all hear me. It has been a little while since I've done a live stream. Thank you so much. Hoodwinks in early. It's Hershey in early. Nice to see you, lads. Thank you. The concept of this live stream is pretty simple. There's this huge winter special Premier League competition just been announced, 2 weeks or so ago. Not late to the party. I always like to let these kind of events cool down before you go to the market and decide whether you're going to enter them. £500,000 is on the line. If you're new to Sorare, you might be here just for this competition. And the key I want to get to is it worth building a team for? Because if we just take a quick look at my club, what you need is, in the limited division, it is 4 brand new season Premier League cards, and in rare it's free. And I'm going to struggle for that. And, we've got a couple of new seasons, but injured, not playing. And then Trent and Alvarez and Dwight McNeil are pretty solid scorers, to be honest. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, right, first thing, prices have spiked. Like, if we just look at Alvarez, I was looking to buy his new season for so long and I was just focusing on the Red Bull collection more. I was like, all right, we've spiked 43, 73 at some point. Ignore that. Let's not play this game mode at all. Why? Well, quite simply, you're playing into inflated prices. By the time the competition's over, the inflated prices go down. But on the other hand, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, there is an extra £500,000, and I don't like to waste money and I don't like to miss opportunities. So just going to start a little bit of analysis of, well, how much per game week, how many people are going to be entering. It's all going to be loose numbers. We don't know until the day, but like, a few people will be like me, I think, where it's like, oh, I don't have new season cards, or don't have this, don't have that. Do I go out and get it? How worth it is it? Yes, there's a new competition on the horizon, but, if you're going to get absolutely dominated in it, it's no point entering, is there? And as well as that, like, I think we're going to drill into, depending on time here, how good are the fixtures for different teams? Are Man City's going to walk away with it? Because one thing my immediate thought was like, wow, anyone that owns a Man City stack is going to be absolutely buzzing. And of course they will be, but the competition is still capped 270. So you're going to need to build squads. You're going to need to understand the Premier League. You're going to need to know Premier League cards. You're going to need to know who's returning from injury. Then you can do it on a budget. Then you might be able to make a team. And yeah, it's sort of analysis I'd normally do off stream. And I just thought, I love spending time with you guys. Like, it's quite fun just to jump on when you got nothing to do. Bit of back and forth conversation. You give as much good advice as I do. So we're doing it on a stream, and really appreciate all you guys in nice and early. Jonathan, thank you for joining. Navs, thank you for joining, mate. I'm getting to rares. Can I get your thoughts on, a name I've never heard of? So to be honest, I'll look them up for you, but there's no real point in me looking them up. Abdulkar Omar, solid enough. Oh wow, solid enough scorer. Plays all the time. 22 quid. As much as I know on the face value of it, seems like a perfect pickup. Really. Does he hit high scores? Yeah, he can hit, with a decisive or two, he can hit decent scores. So, definitely a good pickup for like cap 240 or something. I wouldn't play him in Challenger too often. But we're going to focus on the goal at hand, and that is the Premier League competition. And it really means a lot that already there's so many people joined, because I've been out of the live streaming game. I've not been out of the Sorare content, but it's really not been too forefront on my mind. Like, I spoke about it on my last Sorare journey. I'm not falling out of love with the game, but I don't have the same passion I did 3-4 weeks ago, probably a bit longer, let's say 2 months ago, and so many different reasons for that. Nothing the game's done, it's just personal opinion. I've been playing for 2 years. I spent so long building up to this stage. I got my stage, I've got my Leipzig team, it's in rare, I've got my limited set. There's not too much for me to do except for enjoy the football, and I've not been enjoying the football. It's not been going my way. The community at times I found a little bit toxic. Everyone's like complaining about prices, and prices are tough. I get that. It's the key indicator of the whole platform, right? But it's not the be all and end all, because the prices are naturally meant to go down. And it's like, even for someone that bought the top of some of these new season cards, it was like very much expected. And yes, maybe the dwindling prices have gone down quicker than you would have expected. Maybe, checking against previous seasons, I'm buying a Pender at 508. He's now at 384. But at the same time, it is a bit off topic, sorry about that. But it's like new supply comes out on every year. prices are going to go down. We're still in this kind of like recession, not really sure where the economy's going. Risky assets like Sorare cards, pictures of monkeys, Bitcoin, ETH, they're all still not doing great. Now, the good news is in the very recent short term, particularly in the crypto market, things have started improving. So that might move on into the NFT market, or, Sorare itself isn't really in the NFT market. It's a bit of both. But, people doing well in crypto normally means Sorare cards doing well, because a lot of the users like myself, big crypto people. And just couldn't be asked with arguments on Twitter and making videos on it. Someone's just going to slag you off and you put so much work into it. So just like a little bit on a downer, but with Rivals coming out, with this competition, with some other things, just like the platform improving, starting to get that buzz again. I'm starting to get that, let's jump on the stream, let's make a video, let's do this, let's do that. And the early ones of you that have turned out already, it means so much. So let's see, you ever thought of streaming on Twitch? I'm not a big streamer, so yeah, if I could just put them all up on I'm live and I'm across free, love it. If I need a lot more work, not really into it. Was it like one stream in 3 months? I think I'll just stick on here for now. You need to get back and you need to get into Rivals. I've got Rivals, I'm loving it. We'll see how it goes long term. Short term, I'm trying to protect my win-loss ratio. I'm only playing games where I know a little bit about the team. So my next game is going to be Netherlands. Netherlands play Ireland, which obviously you're just going to pick all the Dutch players. But ooh, that's nice. Sorry, just looking at my teams of the week on my phone. So I'm just thinking, I don't know why, but I don't know. It's just probably a stupid decision. I just like having more wins and losses and stuff. And I think I'm 8-1 up at the minute. 8-2, something like that. Rivals has made it more fun, especially in the international break. Yeah, couldn't agree more. It's just everyone's playing everyone, and I'm just going to pick my battles here so I look really good. Bob Flynn, long time no see, mate. Alex, forgot there was a cap, and now I'm over. I'm not smart. You send me your cards that are over, and we can start building a budget team, I will have a cheap entry. Ignore the arseholes. Hoodwink knows. I don't know how you can stick in the Discord, mate, because that's where most of them live as a moderator. No Israel versus... Jonathan, I saw you invite me to the Israel-Romania game, and I was like, do you think I'm stupid? Out of all the games I'm going to play you against, I'm not playing you against an Israel team. You know all the players. I know 2 of them, and that's what I mean. Everyone else will be yeah, free game, we'll play. I'm super competitive. I'm not gonna get beat by this guy. Playing Cap 240 rare and the new Prem comp in limited. Lewis Morgan, Exoic, nice lad. But that sounds exactly like what you want to do. Maximizing fun, maximizing returns. Yeah, good for you. I'm all in on swinging for the fences this season. I'm just smashing the balls as hard as I can in Champion Europe Rare Pro, which is just, you grimace when you say it because it's so difficult to win, especially on a budget. Kimmich at times has been worth more than my entire team, just a difficult one. But we have ranted, we have raved. Where do we start? We start by looking just quickly at, I think, the Medium article. So 500k cash, that's the big headline, that's the big announcement. When you drill down into it, what it is split. And we're going to look at limiteds because I don't have the capital to go out and buy a rare team at this stage. At least with limited, I've got a little helping hand into it. If I pull it up again, I've got Trent, Alvarez. And what that means is I can just pay a little bit of a premium. I can play a premium to get their new season cards, rather than just starting from scratch and, having to pay all of it again. In terms of XP here, Trent's on 5%, Alvarez 5%, and Dwight McNeil 5.5. So are slightly better than new season cards. Enzo's probably going to be the one I keep at 14%. If I can upgrade these 3, I've got a defender, 2 forwards, midfielder, and goalkeeper. So let's start off by looking at how it works, of course, because I honestly, it's almost like I've been out the game. I read everything, but I don't care. I don't think about how this is going to affect things too much. So, would have read this 2-3 weeks ago when it was released. So you need full Premier League teams, 4 new cards. Fine. Cash rewards each game week are $13,000. Okay, that's interesting because My spreadsheet's already wrong. Just before I started, I put it into sterling because obviously in the UK myself. 13,500. Managers can enter up to 3 lineups. Okay, so you're going to be competing against 3 people. Now, wow, I love this as an idea. I think it's a great trial. How does that affect? Competitiveness goes up. Wales get more teams, you get more opportunities. Am I going to be entering 1? Bean saying my Leipzig team. Is it my Leipzig team isn't premium? I should read all the messages. What budget do you think is required to play under 23 limited? Oh, I've been out the game, mate. Maybe £120. I don't know the cost of a goalkeeper, to be honest. That's probably a bit more, maybe 150. And it depends what you mean by compete. You can compete every week, or you can compete once a month or twice a month. Discord is elite. Not sure about that. Surprised me how little the Premier League cards the well-known managers have. Always assume Wales and the UK managers would have tons, but everyone's scrambling to get them. Yeah, that's a really interesting point, because as someone that has just outlaid their entire capital, saved up over summer, spent it all in the first 2 months, and then Sorare dropped this competition. Thank you very much, Nicholas. But why no one has Premier League cards is because if you're going to compete in Champion Europe, do you want to compete in the most competitive league or the least competitive league? The answer, least competitive league. Unless you're a fan of the club, like a few people I know are in here with Bean I think's got an Aston Villa stack at one point. A couple of people in the Discord, in my Discord at least, have like Newcastle stacks, and yeah, I think is it WFC that has the Man City stack? Scumbag. But yeah, it's unless you're going and playing the super premium for Man City, you're up against tough fixtures every week, and there's so many upsets. It's like I'd rather go to the Bundesliga, get a Leipzig team, more likely going to have 6 walkover games a year. Yeah, not as many in the Premier League. No one's really a walkover, to be honest. Like Tottenham, Sheffield United 2-1, Man City lost to Wolves 2-1, maybe 2-0, can't remember. Anyway, let's start by putting some more numbers on this spreadsheet, or at least taking it in. So, if you're looking at a cost of a team, let's just say roughly we can build a team, I reckon, for easy $200, right? Now, I'm going to need to convert this all, but if we're looking at a goalkeeper, someone that's not super expensive but can keep clean sheets, Pickford's like your low-end option because he can get some really high scores at 46, spiking from 25 to 47, so almost doubling. So yeah, if you're getting like Pickford and then Emi Martinez, maybe looking at Emi, you're looking at 67. So easily make a team under $200. I reckon you could do it for 150. Let's look at 250, because what you want to do is just narrowly beat those whale teams, because there will be teams that just run Man City plus budget guy that's just come back from an injury, but you want to be trying to beat those guys because it's not capital efficient. I was that guy in Champion Europe Limited. Like, I literally had all the best players. I won quite consistently, but it's not all as good as it seems because you've spent so much on the team. So if I'm looking at this, I'm looking at a top 100 place. No, 200. If the top 200 people get $15 a game week, that is a lot. Because I wasn't going to play this competition, but already the numbers are looking quite good. So if you get top 200, you can get $15 and a maximum of 10. So let's say, I think that's 10 game weeks, because I haven't read it, but 13.5 per game week, that divided by that, there must be 10 game weeks this is entered. I assume it's all the way to, is it through Christmas or to Christmas? 10 game weeks takes you, through Christmas. Lovely. Oh, this would be so good. I hope more users sign up and find this really fun, because yeah, this is going to be seriously fun. So you could, like, if you average 15 a game week, I think that would be strong. I just want to check how many people have entered so far in the Premier League. Does it show you? Oh, please show me. No. Premier League Amateur, Premier League Kickoff, Premier League Specialist. It's none of them. There we go. Premier League Special Weekly. 700 people have entered so far. That's so low. Now, I know it's only just come out, and it's the game week after next. I really thought there'd be more entries. So, how many Champion Europe entries are there a week? Like 6k? Right, if you reckon 6,000 people competing, maybe 11 game weeks in total. Seems weird. How would the prize per? We'll see. I reckon it'd be about 6,000 people. So to get top 200, 6,000 might be low. You'd need to be in the top 3% of players. And then, how easy is it? It's all 270, so it makes it a bit easier to compete on that budget. Okay. Might just be time to start drafting a team. This payout structure is really key, but I don't think there's any way I can put it. So I can put it here like this, but I can't copy and paste. I can't like export as text really quickly. I think a data scrapper could do it, and I've got a data scrapper extension right here, but it's just too risky, and in case I mess everything up on a live stream, and I don't know, I'm just always really cautious on these things. But 1,500, 300, like the top 3, it's too hard to, try and focus on that. I think $100, like what you should be thinking about here is like, if I smash it, top 200, get $100, and that would pay for maybe the team. So you need to do that once, and it's really hard, don't get me wrong, but if you're good at Sorare, it's what you're supposed to be doing, and I always consider myself good. So let's see. Let's look at fixtures next, because we're going to start building out into the teams, and what you could actually do, and what I will actually do, because this is good advice, is have a team, right? One team or two teams that you just run out, maybe a bit of depth. You swap out, A team and B team. I think that's going to work really well. But you're focusing on one game week. Hopefully early on, maybe then you can compound some of the rewards, but probably not first game week, because everyone's going to be looking at first game week. So if we look at second or third game week fixtures, that would probably be the best way. And I actually think the best way to do this is the Fantasy Premier League. Oh, I need to log in. Don't really fancy doing that on stream, but if I just do that, none of you can see. Genius. Okay, so I think this is the best option. So it might be an easier way. I can just do Prem fixtures. This is probably just as good. Okay. Yeah, you can enter 3 teams. That's good. Matty Sorare, thank you for joining. Rizu, thank you for joining, mate. Always nice and positive everywhere you go. 11 game weeks in total. Yeah, I did read that before. Bean NFT, I know what that is. I'm just not going to read it out on stream. Up the something. Why wouldn't I read it out? Up the fucking Villa is what it is. I could back that. I do have a soft spot for Aston Villa. All right. So ignoring the first week, because everyone's going to be looking at these fixtures, we're rolling into December, and the first week all the big teams play each other. That could actually be such an opportunity. I know that because my FPL team is in dire straits. So Man City, Liverpool. Who's got the best fixture this week and has a decent fixture next week? Oh, Forest, Brighton, but Forest are at home. Now, I wouldn't run a stack. I would run, when you're super competitive here, I think you want to be running best players. You need players to max out that, maybe a wing-back that can score hundreds, but doesn't often. Carl, thank you for joining. Not late at all. We're just if anyone's new here, we're just analysing, is this new 500k Premier League competition worth playing? We're looking at limited because it's, most affordable, and, I'm actually considering joining or not. It's a real life dilemma. So, in terms of fixtures first week, West Ham look good, Brighton look good. Rolling that in, they should be home next week. West Ham are Palace, and I assume Brighton are away. Brighton away to Chelsea. So West Ham look good for the first couple of weeks. West Ham then play Spurs. Now, which one of a West Ham assets come into this as a decent selection? Obviously, we've got someone like Bowen. Lucas Paqueta, that could be huge. How much is he going for? He's probably a bit inflated. Wow. He went up to £42. You should not have been paying that. Well, maybe he's still up there, to be fair. 33. James Ward-Prowse. Yeah, with those averages, 62, 42. I also want to take a quick note. What is the current price premium? So 42 for old season, 62. So this is what, almost like an entry fee, I would consider it as. Like at the end of this competition, what will the new season cards go down by? Now, they're probably not going to go to 42. So what I'm actually going to call it is 40. Let's call it like 5% maybe. Equals that times by 1.05. Yeah, because new season cards will always be worth more than not new season. So if we say that, you're looking at a 40% price premium. Is that right? Yeah. Or in real terms, it would be that minus that. So I'm not going to lay this spreadsheet out very clearly, but this is like price premium as like a net figure. And like, we're looking in sterling, aren't we? Which is going to be a nightmare. What's a GBP to USD doing? GBP 1.25. Easy. So price premium in dollars would be that. Okay, so price premium. Yeah, so Bean makes a good point here. The price premium is going to change per card, and that's interesting because it's an opportunity to not just find good players at a decent cost, which has always been something overlooked on Sorare, to be fair. People just look at their players like, right, I want Paqueta, gonna get Paqueta. 20 to 35, or probably easier in the middle. Yeah, 20 to 39. That's another price. I really should have laid this out so much easier. Right, we're going to do that times 1.05. That's going to... broke my whole formulas. Right. Sorry for making a bad... So, that was JWP. This is going to be... Alimo, nice to see you, mate. I am doing well. Quiet Saturday night, live streaming. Dinner's currently being cooked. And I enjoy this sort of stuff. I am a geek. I really... So that's going to be your, like, net. That's going to be, like is it USD? That's going to be GBP premium. And then we're going to convert that to USD Prem. Just had to do all the work again. Format numbers. Sterling. Okay, and then as a percentage, it's going to be that. It's going to be that divided by the original. And we've used the wrong one, which means it's D. 41. Nice, so 40% price premium. What is for dinner? Butter chicken curry. That's what it is. Rosie has got it cooking away. So we'll just use this as 20.69 to, we said 39. So 20 to 39. So equals 20 to 39. Type 30. And these should be able to be dragged down. Hope you enjoy spreadsheet action, because that's what you're getting all stream. So, yeah, it's almost doubled that one, to be fair. These are all in sterling. Okay. So, as a first option, we're looking for, let me try and think how I want to design this team. We're going to have a goalkeeper, a defender. We're going to look at one for now, and we'll probably grow into 2 teams. This is good content for me. Fulham is the best buy option for this. Thank you for the alpha. I will check your stats. Well, it won't be stats, but so if we're looking at this, we want like action heavy goalkeeper, right? You want not your Edisons, because they lose it, you're gone. You're looking for like a Pickford, where they're going to get lots of save points. They keep a clean sheet, 80, 85, 90. And yeah, possibly budget. You need to excel in these competitions. So you want wingbacks or set piece takers in defense. Essentially, I can't spell backs. Wingbacks / set piece takers. Because your average scorers here aren't going to get you anything. 60, 60, 60 might get you $8. It's just, we need more. Now, midfielders, this is where I like to pay the premium. This is where you can get your Fernandez's, I know Kimmich isn't playing the Prem, but your Kimmiches that put up high scores every week, but they're so high, it's just silly. Like, they're game breakers. So I'll put a game breaker in there. And attackers. Attackers are a little bit, you just need your consistent guy. Do you know what? You need wingers. You need wingers that get points regardless. We'll just call them AA. Your AA guys. Leno. Alex, you need to add a winter league to the Discord. Would be good. Yeah. I'll consider that. There's a lot going on in Sorare between, I'm thinking rivals, then I've got the Beat Alex challenges in Discord, and it's like, right, what can we do that's fun? Like, some of these Beat Alexes have been so fun to compete in, but all of the legwork, putting them out, less fun. Okay, so wing is your AA guys, and extra we'll think about for now, because extra's so moldable, it can go to, anywhere. I like having that as, okay, we've gone over budget, let's bring a stinker in. Under budget, right, who's good and where can we excel for decent prices? Usually you go defender. So I'll just put Prob's defender. And a good reminder from Belisarius, I'm sorry for butchering your name, but it's cap 270, because we're going to build this team and they're just going to get absolutely slaughtered. So a couple names just come straight to head here. And that is Jose Sarr and Pickford for like shot stoppers that... Should we look at some stats? Have I got any... Who makes the most saves in the Prem and stuff? I know it's annoying because I saw a statistic on who made the most saves in the Prem. I think it's Vicario, but they've lost a couple of key defenders at the minute. Crystal Palace at Luton, first game is nice. But I think a lot of people would be targeting that. Let's just look, because the man that comes straight to head when I think of who I want to buy is who I made a short on maybe 3 weeks ago before he was back fit, and that is Eze. And of course he scored first game, and if I had bought him, he was £9 when I was looking at him, so it must have been here, and now he's at 34. Subscribe to the channel though, because I do know what I'm talking about. Although I didn't predict this competition coming. I just knew him returning from injury would be class, and 60, 78, so just needed the capital. That's what happens when you exhaust all of your capital. Yeah, Leno and Flecken, they're the guys that you should be looking at. That's a great shout. But Leno is injured for nose surgery. Now, there was... Who's rocking the Fulham stack? Is it Lan? Lan, are you the guy with a Fulham stack, or are you just a big Leno supporter? Daniel Cooper, thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. It's good to be back. It is good to be back. I enjoy Sorare. I enjoy making Sorare content. I enjoy most of the Sorare community. But Leno, cap a little bit high for him. Wow. Crazy price action. You also got to think, where can you get your like cheapest last season card? Now for me, thinking about it, do you know what's annoying me? Do you know what? I'm not going to build based on my gallery. I'm going to build based on a blank gallery, and then we can slot in a Trent or a Enzo Fernandez after. What about Sam Johnson? Did he lose his spot? No, he didn't lose his spot. There's a new goalkeeper that's just come in. Let me see the table. He took the American's place. Come on, Alex, you've got this. He plays for Nottingham Forest, doesn't he? Nottingham. What I'm thinking, I'm a bit all over the place. I'm just getting all the ideas out. I wish I could spell Forest or Nottingham Forest. It's Nottingham Forest FC. Perfect. This is it. Yeah. So a brand new keeper. Why I'm thinking that? He could have a really high or a really low L15 based on his first game. And he's probably going to be cheaper than the others. No new mints. And a really high L15. So it was a good idea, but he kept one clean sheet and put up a lot of saves. Nottingham Forest are a team I like for this because they play so well at home. I just don't think there's enough AA in that team. So the second suggestion was Flecken, who I absolutely love. Big mark. Brentford coming back into form. 45 L15. 34 quid. What's his like? 48 to 27. Let's do that. So Flex, we're going to call him. I shouldn't do that because I won't remember. When I go back to this, I'm not going to remember who it is. So was it 48 and 27, did we say? 20. We'll call it 20. Yeah, we'll call it 27. Equals 27 times by the new season bonus. 48 we were going to go with. And then we should be able to drag these down. Lovely. Simply lovely. So his price premium, 70%, but in a sterling value, it's not as bad. And you got to remember he's a keeper, so that's going to really struggle you. Raul, nice to see you. Yeah, it was Matt Turner I was thinking of, who's been dropped. It's Hershey, got it with Odyssey. Odysseus? No idea how to pronounce that name. But I'm loving the look of Flecken. Just got to check fixtures again. So, Brentford. Ooh, Arsenal. But we don't care about the first week. It's all about the second week. Luton Town. Okay. And even first week. Keeps Arsenal out. I know it's a big task, but... Okay. So we've put in Flecken at a rough cost of 48. And don't all of you go sniping my players now. I know what you're like. Probably on the market now. Like putting in 48.01 is your bids. Okay, Wingbacks. Trent. Too expensive. Is he too expensive? Trent Alexander-Arnold. We're focusing on game week 2, but also long term. That's how we're looking. Now, Trent... it's not. Is that too high for an L15? You can't go straight wing back, Trent. Give me some wing backs, because I'm thinking of all the expensive ones like Trips, and Trips would be great. 62 is just not going to work for him. 350 points to hit the £8 reward. Yeah, I think so. At minimum 350. It depends how many new season cards we got. What's going on? Someone challenging me to rivals. My rivals team. Sorry, this is going to be a live check. Let's see if Xavi, my main man, is playing this evening. Here's my captain. I'm ready to be hurt. Lineups. Hi. He's playing Gakpo, Xavi, Weghorst. Goals. I do need to set my rivals lineup though. Did Croatia keep a clean sheet? We'll check it on screen so it's good vibes for you guys. Oh, 91st minute. But Erlich is there. Okay, this is looking good, guys. If Erlich can keep the 68... Is it 68 raw? Yes, 68 raw score. 91st minute against Latvia would be very hard to take if they concede there. We could be on for a reward here. We've been getting nothing recently. We've dropped down. So this could be fun. Poulsen last night, 55 is very good for him. But I was annoyed to see 89th minute injury. Of course I was annoyed to see that. Then you check big chance missed and you see that and you're just thinking, a goal there, extra 25 points. We're on 70 points, 70 plus. We'd be flying. But anyway, I digress. Just wanted to see that. Whoever's playing me on Rivals for that game, I should have time to do it, to be fair. I might forget to set my lineup. So, Wingbacks. I've asked for some Reece James. Huge shout. Returning from injury. Did he get a decisive action in either of the games? I think he did. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because he's weighed down with these. Oh, I love that shout. How many games before he actually breaks something again? Well, he doesn't even break stuff. He's made of lead. Actually, lead's quite strong. He's made of plastic. 44 to 23 is not a nice premium. I'll tell you that for free. So it's equals 23. Done sorry, 1.05. Oh, I forgot the number already because I do that stupid math. What is it? 43. 44. We'll call it 44.5. Should be able to drag these down. 84%. Should call him RJ. Okay, so if we say he's going to be 44.5, he's one of your premium players that you've got in at a good discount. I should really add the last 15 here. 49. Flecken's going to come in at, what did we say? 45. Mate, this is going to be a team, by the way. Can't wait for you to price fix them. I'd give him 15 minutes. Yeah, this is exactly how I feel. Every time I buy Trent on Sorare or FPL, it's like, oh, I've done my cruciate ligament again. It's like, you're walking, mate. Like, just not be made of that. Estupiñán. Probably too much rotation risk, but he... injury strain as well. Good idea, though, if he's back fit. Because people won't be buying him. I'm actually going to add him to the list. 13. Is that a bit low? Call it 13 to 6. So this is just our, like, drafts. Is it draft? It's just like our, what do you call it? Players to consider on the left. Now, if someone can do some quick research and find out how long he's out for, that would be huge. 25th of the 11th, yeah. Says he's back then, but it always says he's back for the next game week. So that could be a huge shout, because not only is he low last 15, he's an attacking wing back at a good team. Shout. Who was that? That was Bean, probably? Yeah, Bean. Moreno is someone I'd keep an eye on. Yeah, the Aston Villa guy, right? I shouldn't guess. Yeah, it is. Ball knowledge. You're telling me a last 15 of 0? He's back as a sub. Now that could just be a quick snipe, to be honest. Is there any buy nows? That would be fun. That new feature. Instant buy at 5. Sorry, you taking the piss, my man. What is going on? £5 instant buys. Last sale was 4. Nah, it's perfect. Exactly where they should be. I just wanted to get a deal. 12 hours. Should we just pump up the bidding? Let's just make sure I don't need to confirm my card details. Just gonna. making a quick bid for this Moreno so I remember it later, because just having a card like that, returning from injury, possibly getting a start would be nice. Okay, so we're in here. Let's see what this guy has bid up to. Who is it? Jervy. Let's give him a £2.1. Jervy's still there. The last sale was $3.59. Do I jam a 3.6? Bean, tell me. You think he comes back soonish? Okay, perfect. So I can have him as a depth option. 3.6 to 4. Might just jam a 4.01 in there. I shouldn't stream when I do this, because then people know my max price and they can just put in a penny more. So for now, I'll leave it there and come back to that later. I should have another Sorare site up. Lovely. Okay, so back to where we were. We love Flecken, Reece James. We want a game-breaking midfielder. We've already looked at JWP. But it doesn't actually have to be a game breaker. It all depends how much you've got to work with. So, do like a Stupinian as well, but I just don't know when he's back fit. Oh, this is a tough one. Okay, Nathan Ake. I hate the Man City rotation risk. That's the only problem. I do have Stones, but Stones is injured again, apparently. Ruben Diaz, Struggleville. Now, do Nathan Ake at 48 last 15 is good. That's a nice premium. Was it 8 to 13.8? So we'll start with 13.8. We'll check an 8 in there. 72%, but nominal value of 5.8. Much what we're looking for. Scores aren't that good though, are they? What are you laying for? But there were decisives. Let's go. Nathan Ake starting without a decisive. Good game. What does he get? I want him for Man City as well, because he excels for the Dutch team. So 15 AA, 32 AA, 26. No, I think this is a good shout, to be fair. This is why I do it on the live stream. You guys come up with better ideas than I do. So he's going to be added to the potential list. We're going to skip a position and we're going to go for Jacob Ramsey in midfield, you reckon? Cucurella. Oof. No, we're going to go Cucurella first, because he's been having a stinker. He's been so bad every time I've watched him. Honestly, it just shocks me how he went for so much money. The Chelsea lineup, is he really going to stick in that position? Because who's returning? The English lad. Colwill? Is it Colwill? Yeah, Colwill's probably going to come back. And he might take his position. So I like the thinking. I'm just not going to add him to the list yet. We'll check Jacob Ramsey, because that guy is a baller. 42. Is he back on the bench yet, Bean? No. When do you think he's back? Oh, he's 100% fit, but he's not guaranteed to start over Digne. Digne? He should. Another Villa. No premium. Let's check this. I could actually just be... Let's just chuck Jacob Ramsey on the sheet, because what you need is exactly what Bean's saying. Like, injured players that are back fit don't have to be 100%, but they're going to be your extra slot. They're going to be your last 15 of 42. In fact, if he misses another game... Let's do the last 15. This could be huge. It's not going to have an impact if he had just missed that one. Okay. But anyway. He's not going to be rushed back into the starting spot. That's my only concern. £8. We could pick him up for, I say 7.5 to maybe 8.2. Then you times that by 1.5. You just like off stream, I'll research how injured these players are, and when they're back in training, will they? Because if you get a Jacob Ramsey appearance off the bench, a last 15 of 42 is not bad. Like, even if he starts off the bench, as long as he gets 30 minutes. So I'm going to consider him, but not slot him into the team that we're absolutely loving right now. And just think, of these fixtures, we're aiming for second game week when Brentford play Luton. Could we go as Brentford got Norgard? Where's Mbuemo? Is he forward card? Yeah, and 2 high last 15. I do love Norgard. 54. Also, be aware how the last 15 changes. So, if he's going to play for Slovenia again and drop another stinker, he loses a 75. Perfect. Plays again in the Premier League, loses a 74. That's the sort of stuff we're looking for here. Willock from Newcastle. Yeah. You guys. Geniuses. Because Willock is replacing... I can't remember who he's replacing, but Newcastle's injury crisis. Norgard's no new mints. Good, because don't want him now anyway. So Ramsey's coming back. Let's see if there's an instant buy on Ramsey, because not only do I love him for the long term, I just love him as like... Oh, no... 884. Okay, I'm going to quickly update that to like 9 then. Still, that's a good price. Do I just insta-buy 11? If I insta-buy 11... If I insta-buy 11... 9, 8... Tough. We'll think about it. Let's not make any buys on stream unless we're absolutely certain. Get a Tonali. He's back soon. Wonder what price he is. That's so tough for the holders. £6. Ugh, stinks. What are Villa's fixtures like? So first game week they're away to Tottenham. We know that. Second week away to Bournemouth. Okay. Who's Villa's main man at the minute? Is it Ollie Watkins, would we say? John McGinn. That could be an option. A little bit outperforming his last 15. It's a really strong last 15. Diaby? Has he been... Oh! Now this I like the look of. An out of form Moussa Diaby, but plays consistently. Names going straight on the list. For our forward slot. Start closing a few of these down. So Diaby at 15. 29 to 15. It's not nice, but whatever. It's a great little shortlist we're building up. 84%. Thank you to the 33%. 33%. Thank you to the 33 viewers here. This is so much higher numbers than I expected for this stream, but loving it so far. I am late for dinner. Rosie's going to be booting off. I've just told her the bad news. I said, can I continue streaming? I promised I'd be down for 7, and I've lied. So, can we get L's in the chat? Because this is going so well that I'm going to be gonna piss at least someone off, either the viewers right now or her. And I'm still trying to decide who I'd rather piss off. He had some good names. Chris Holt comes in with Bournemouth for cheap and have good fixtures. Sheffield United, Luton, Man United and Forest. That's a good one. I don't know if Bournemouth get their form back. Brennan Johnson, that's a good shout. That's just, all right, I need to get them in order. Willock. We haven't looked at Willock. Joe Willock is going to be playing for Newcastle. Now, they have got 2 tough fixtures. In centre mid, and he can get last 20. Now, where did he get his points from? So Willock has come in, and he's put up Shot on targets, attempted assists. Because Newcastle's fixtures are tough, so we might be looking at is it Longstaff? No. Is Elliot Anderson injured as well? Wow. You've got to feel sorry for Newcastle. They are just battered and bruised. Lewis Hall came off for Livramento. Now, a lot of people have been bigging up Livramento. No new mints by the look of it. That's not nice. Who else could we pick up for... Newcastle have 2 tough fixtures. Willock is a good shout, to be fair. £4. Yeah, he's going on the list. You've made the list, Joe. Congratulations to you. And Buemo for attack. I think his last 15 is too high for what he is as a player, to be honest. I love Willock, actually. 475. Let's look at the premiums. So, he last went for 6. Oh, so that's like a 5. We'll do 5 times by 1.05. Is there a buy now, Willock? Come on, Sorare. Don't let me down. This instant buy function. £9. Trying to exploit me here, Sorare. 6.6 was the last. It's because someone put a public offering of 9.4. These auctions are coming down. I think we've timed this quite well. If we can do some buys Sunday, Monday, you see this little dip, I expect it to go back up before the start as like latecomers watch videos like this and just get involved. Dinner is in 10 minutes. Right, we're going to have to speed run the rest of this. Yeah, Douglas Luiz does have 100 in him. I like that name as well. I'll put that down as a 9. I reckon we could get him for 9 quite easy. Okay, Willock is... I really like Diaby as my forward. I'm actually going to slot him straight in, especially with the new time constraint set. 29. Diaby at 49. What we'll do is a quick equal sum of these, and then we see how far away we are from 270. So for the next 2 players, they can average 60. So we have got time for a game breaker. What about Simas? Simmy, a man after midnight. Simas, come on. Good shout, 51. I'm not sure how long Robbo's injured for. Depends fixtures. So City, Lask, Fulham. £4 is a great price. You can do this for cheap, lads. Like, you guys are showing more than me. Like, no, I don't like that price premium, but he would be someone... Oh, no, that's a away season kit. Ah, so you can get a new season Simmy for £6. Yeah. Yeah, you guys... Yeah, you can literally buy now for 6. You could bid... 2 minutes. Oh, how long's Robbo injured for? Why am I always put on the spot like this? I'm going to look on... No, I'm not. I don't care. Robertson injury. Latest on Andy Robertson. This is what we want. Come on, Anfield. The Reds, 7 matches. The Reds left back has missed the last 7 matches since undergone surgery. Robbo had surgery, all went well, said in mid-October. Ugh. Actually, you think he's back end of Jan? I mean, he's had surgery, so that would be a perfect one. I'm actually just going to bid. I mean, regardless, a backup for Liverpool. Simi Cash. I love the song as well, so What did he last auction for? Oh, they're offers. Okay, last auction for 8, so I'm expected to get outbid there. And if I don't, life will be good. And if I see any of your names in this chat right now outbidding me, there will be war. Whilst we wait for that to end, let's add Simicast here. Now we need to know the premium. We'll say premium. So you can pick them up for 4.5. Premium for 8.5. 4.5. 8.5. Simi, a man after midnight. Right. Outbid. Ben. Bloody Ben. Now we're on ETH. Do I want to be bidding in ETH? I don't think I did. Get me to the cash wallet, baby. 774. So we expect them to pay 850 minimum. That gives me a defender, which would probably slot in there. I haven't checked their fixtures. That's the only issue. Fulham. City. Yeah, we'll drop him for that game. Sheffield. Palace. Yeah. You can bop to that. Just got to remember not to be... You are the highest bidder currently, 774. Right, we'll wait for this. Mason Mount is a good lock. Won't be finding Mason Mount in my team. That's just a fact. Don't think he's that good at football. Risu already has Simicast. 3, 2, 1. None of you be that guy. Right. Dinner is in 10. We've got 3 minutes to go, lads. And we'll be late. How much did I win that for? 663. Have I got him? Said I had him. 774. So if I overpaid to get a... Oh, for goodness sake. I could have just got this one. Do I get 2? Didn't even see there was one there. That's what Johnny's gone and got. I know I've won the auction. Now the auction would be good for collection bonus. Oh, just start a collection bonus for Liverpool. I think that gets me to 1%. So let's just check that. See collections. Oh no, it's if I've got a special card that would get me to 1%. So I think I'm on 0.5%. So I'll make sure to get another Liverpool player from auction because that was silly. It's like 70p. Who cares? Yeah, 23, 24. Yeah, we just need one player from Liverpool, and we'll probably do it. Trent. Yeah, we'll upgrade our Trent, and then money's no problem again. Simi. Okay, everything is looking good. Right, we got 3 minutes to complete this team. We got DRB. Simicast is going to slot in here. Simicast cost us 773, and that was for a cost of 51 points on the Matrix. Oh, 76 points. Who's our game-breaking midfielder that we want? Scout, player ranking, Champ Europe. No, I just want the Premier League, please. Going to filter in price order. Oh, Rodrigo. 136. You won't get many of him. Declan Rice. Soboslai. Could be Sloboslai. Because I get the under 23 premium. You got to keep in mind what happens to them after they leave. TAA. Douglas Luiz. That's the one guy I haven't looked at. Douglas Luiz. 21. He's so good. Oh, 21 quid, but I just hate the premium. The premium look quite big there, so you can pick them up for 40 or 20. Yeah, 100%. One of the higher ends we've seen so far. What was Simicast's premium? Oh, it's really high. But we got him for 773, so joke's on you. Yeah, 60, lovely. And that's all because who told me he's back in January? Robbo's back in January. Guexi, it's all coming down to you, mate. Robbo out for about 2 months. Daniel Kubert, yeah, everyone's agreeing. So that's good so far. End of Jan from, yeah, Alimo, 23. We're all saying he's back next year, and that's what we want to hear. We need that positive vibes. If anyone wants to trade a Trent Alexander-Arnold for a new season, take the old season off me and I'll give you a couple of quid. We're quids in. Okay. Mason Mount, Simicast. If Gomez is back, he could play left back. Chris Holt is the only one coming in with a little bit of karma here. Are they going to slot? Nah, surely you don't slot Gomez in. Might do. Yeah, he did play left back here. It's not looking good, bruv. Not looking good. Luis Diaz. He could be... Did I not have a Diaz? I gave him away. Shout out. Yeah, Diaz could be the guy. 43. Okay. Right, we need to cheer on Xavi Simons. We're going to add Luis Diaz as one of our options for an extra. Could just be a cheap, underperforming Liverpool team. I'm not against that. 28 to 18. So Diaz again, another one. So Diaby or Diaz there. I think I'm breaking into 2 teams here. It's a lot better value than I thought. Like, if you've come to this live stream, you've watched the whole way and you're thinking, should I play this? I think the answer is yes. They're giving away £500,000 overall. Realistically, £13,500 a week. That's huge. That is so much money. It's all cash as well. I think this is a good option. Like, we've seen, you can do it smart. There's so many players that won't be doing it smart. But you smart guys watching vids like this, please drop a like on the video because it's going to help it go to more people. And it will encourage me to stream more. I know a lot of you are like this. My game-breaking midfielder, just before I leave, it'd probably be James Ward-Prowse. No, he's a bit too high on the average. Madison, struggling. Bernardo Silva? No, we're not picking Bernardo Silva. Too high. It'd be Enzo, because I already own him. And he's got a huge bonus, yeah. Enzo Fernandez could slot in my first team there. Not mad about him as a game breaker, but yeah. That's it for now. Thank you so much for joining. And Diaz played like a man possessed against Brazil. I think he was. He's playing for his father, obviously, who kidnapped and shouldn't. Yeah, tough times. But thank you so much for everyone that did watch, and maybe we win some good prizes in this competition.